This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 12th day of October in the year 2018. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The Ministry of Education and the GUYANESE Teachers Union this afternoon announced that they have reached an agreement for salary increases for teachers. Under the new agreement, which covers the years 2016 to 2018, teachers will now see a 12% increase in their salaries for 2016, an 8% increase for 2017, and another 8% increase for 2018. Additionally, $350 million has been set aside for debunching. In a joint statement, the two sides said the agreement will be signed next week, and it covers increases for all scales of teachers.
Well, there were adjustments in keeping with what we ought to have considered in a large way to ensure that every teacher in the system is a beneficiary of the outcome. And so what we have proposed essentially is, insofar as 2016 is concerned, we finalized at 12 and 8% respectively, and for 2018 we're at 8%, and the bunching figure was the one that we shared earlier, the $350 million, and so those were the amounts in relation to debunching and salaries.
We are walking away a lot happier than initially. We recognize that we were able to broker an agreement with the Ministry of Education that will bring a lot of satisfaction to our members, and I think that was the ultimate objective of this whole process, to ensure that every teacher benefits significantally, and that has been achieved through our discussions and deliberations.
What was some of the new information that would have been provided that would have seen some changes being made to what the government had proposed earlier?
Well, the previous offer would not have allowed for a significant portion of our teachers to benefit to the extent about 80% of the teachers. And so, having looked at that, with the previous offer, those persons would not have been captured. And as such, coming back to the table and having a reviewed position on it, we feel now that it's going to be more equitably received across the board for every teacher.
And you're satisfied with the debunching and all that too?
Yes, well, we did indicate that the debunching wasn't that issue. We have accepted the $350 million that was offered, and we now pave the way for the debunching teachers to be placed in their scales from 2019. So that is a significant step in our view as well.
What I can say, we have looked at the issues that were raised from the beginning. Most of them were related to non-salary issues, as you are aware, and so we've gone through those, and then there were other issues related to salaries and debunching, and so those three categories of issues were discussed today and settled in principle.
Moving forward, the Education Minister says she's looking forward to the Ministry and the Union working closer together on issues related to the nation's teachers. More news coming up in a moment.
This Christmas, get a loan for your dream car with an extended repayment term. Spruce up your home with that renovation you always wanted and take advantage of low or no down payment. Get new appliances so you can cook up a storm. You'll get same-day approval. Plus, you can win a getaway to a destination of your choice. Visit RepublicGuyana.com today to find out how.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Get ready to ride it, ride it. Ready to ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride the wave. Open up the new vibe, drink up the boldness inside. Radical and fresh and wild. Catch the wave now. Ride bold, ride fresh, ride strong. Come on, ride the wave. Taste the action, satisfaction, perfection. Wave, 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 wave.
Ride the new wave of excitement sweeping Guyana. Wave Pale Ale, a premium, full-bodied, strong and refreshing alcoholic brew, crafted to perfection for a bold, young, radical you. Don't settle for anything less. Catch a Wave Pale Ale and ride it today.
Wave Pale Ale,
crafted to perfection.
Experience our future together at the inaugural Green Guyana Expo and International Small Business Summit, Guyana National Stadium, October 18th to the 20th. Guyana's first-of-a-kind expo supporting the Green State Development Strategy for building the world's first green economy. See and learn how we will protect our environment, preserve our biodiversity, promote the use of renewable energy, and adapt to climate change. The Green Guyana Expo and International Small Business Summit, October 18th to the 20th, Guyana National Stadium, Providence. Start your journey at greenguyana.gov.gy or at Green Guyana on social media.
Welcome back. A late afternoon fire gutted a house in Pineapple Street, East Rhymeville this afternoon, and that fire was deliberately set. The owner of the house said the fire was started by the mother of his child, who accused him of cheating on her. The woman reportedly went to the house, started a blaze, and left the man counting his losses.
Child mother named Daniel Lovell. She come here with my little son. I was standing there talking with my mechanical friends. We're doing some mechanical work right in the corner there. And she come in the yard and say that I got some woman that waterworks. A whole heap of crap. So I didn't worry with her. I said, girl, you always with, your nonsense. And she said, you're going to know what's it with your nonsense. And she left. Proceed inside. Well, it's my child mother, so I did nothing. I said she must go inside and sit down. With that now, I see she then gain entry out the building back. She left and go that way, and she head back north.
A number of fire tenders rushed to the scene. A search has been launched for the woman who escaped just after starting the blaze. The Guyana Police Force has released its monthly statistics on the crime situation in the country. And while the force reports a 22% increase in robberies where no instruments were used, it also notes that there has been a 9% decrease in serious crimes at the end of September when compared to the same period last year. Robbery on the arms is down by 3% according to the police, but there has been a 4% increase in cases of robbery where violence was used. The Guyana Police Force also reports that there has been a 13% decrease in cases of larceny and an 11% decrease in break and enter and larceny cases. At the end of September, the country recorded 72 murders. Of that figure, 30 were listed under the disorderly category, while 20 were of a domestic nature. As of yesterday, 90 persons lost their lives on the country's roadways in vehicular accidents. The traffic department has reported that speeding remains the #1 offense being committed on the country's roadways. In the first 9 months of this year, close to 22,000 speeding cases had been filed. 2,400 cases of drunk driving were also made out in the first 9 months of 2018. Let's tell you now that the Government Analyst Food and Drug Department is advising consumers to pay closer attention to the expiry dates on products at supermarkets and local marketplaces. However, the department has sounded the alarm on those markets and supermarkets along the East Coast, East Bank, and West Coast of Demerara. In a statement today, the department said it conducted an inspection exercise on the 5th of October at a recently established supermarket on the East Coast of Demerara, where the owner was discovered to be repackaging foods under insanitary conditions, selling expired food items, and also tampering with the expiry dates on food items. 51 tins of condensed milk which had the date marks tampered with were seized and removed from the premises. Criminal proceedings have been instituted against the proprietor of the business place. The law states that any person who sells an article of food that is unfit for human consumption or was manufactured, prepared, prepackaged, or stored under insanitary conditions is guilty of an offense. The Food and Drug Analyst Department release also noted that it has also briefed members of the National Food Safety and Control Committee about the practice and the need for more enforcement of the laws. Consumers are being encouraged to ensure that all items of food have a label, is English translated, and to also ensure that the dates are closely examined and not altered or tampered with. And finally this evening, Miss Guyana Earth Zamira Kippins inched closer towards the Miss Earth crown when she captured the gold medal for South America at the Miss Earth costume competition. The competition is currently taking place in the Philippines. Miss Guyana displayed a Randy Madre illustration of Guyanese folklore, the Olhaig, as part of her competition. Peru and Ecuador were awarded the bronze and silver medals. And on that beautiful and creative note, that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for today and this week. Gordon Mosley reporting.